Welcome to Statistics Men. The only reason why I'm not as energetic is because we just made a previous video and my buddy here just wrecked the living hell.
You just wrecked it because you're not really supposed to pronounce anything you did before this video.
This is what he did to the freaking radio. Anyways, last night on Google Plus, because you know I'm on the furry community and whatnot, but someone suggested why not make a diagram of the skeletal system of an anthropomorphic dog. And so I said, why the hell not? Posted it on the comments, yeah, I'll make a video on it today or Tuesday. And, yeah. So, this isn't our idea, it's... what's his name? God, I can't even remember. But he suggested the idea. So now we're going to talk about the skeletal system, about the facial and the hand and arm. So,
what we have here today is my little dog Daisy, the little Boston Terrier. We're going to give you a couple examples.
So now, how she has her arm. Oh, would you look at that? She doesn't have a second bone. She doesn't have one right here. She only has one bone here. I am forgetting the names, sadly. But just like the forearm. Well, this is the forearm and the shoulder to elbow. So, she only has one here and one here. So, remember, they're anthropomorphic dogs. So, they're going to have similarities. So there's only going to be one forearm.
But it would be extended out. They would actually have a different muscle.
They would have
a couple more muscles on their, basically their shoulder, because if you can see right here,
they'd have a different muscle right here.
Yeah, because when you kind of stretch out your dog's arm, I'm not doing that hard to her.
Her arm is still bad.
It tightens up right there, but she doesn't really have the mobility of going like completely like this.
Yeah, she doesn't have the extra tendon, but anthropomorphic canines have the extra tendon and biceps and triceps, just like humans do.
So, as the paw we see right here, you know, we had the fore. As she, you know, had the thumb, it would still be right here, right by where this tiny claw is.
She'd have that smaller thumb. But having them anthropomorphic, the tip of the thumb would actually be near down this knuckle here, minus the claws. And the claws are set up almost like our nails, except on the fingertips, and they just grow out in the same fashion. Besides the curvature and how much keratin goes in to the claws.
And for the face, instead of having the snout on, the nose would be like the human. It would be right. It'd be
right here, right?
Yeah.
But these are canines we're talking about, so they have an elongated snout, longer than normal, right? And the nose is set up in a different fashion than ours, because they have more sensories in their nose and their nostrils.
I'll get Simba.
Yeah, that'd be a good example.
So, so this is my dog Daisy. So we basically gave out most of the examples for her.
And right here, that'd be another thing that an anthropomorphic dog would have.
Now, before I get my big dog, there's the legs right here. They're they would stretch out like this.
Now, how they have the knees, how they have their knees would be a different story, because I see how people have the art set up, how they have human knees, and how they have normal dog knees. That gets a little confusing there, because they're not real. Who knows how the skeletal system would be set up? Daisy, go. Go easy, you're thirsty, go. Or don't. Simba, who wants a cookie? Yeah, we'll give him a cookie after this. Alright. So, they have extra molars. Extra molars and extra front teeth. Besides the canine teeth. Alright. See, this is what we're talking about by extra sensories. Now, the snout's longer. The snout is longer, and they are lined with sensory, no sensory organs, and it's obvious. It helps them smell. But canines have stronger. They have more power in the front.
I'm sorry, Simba.
They have more power in the front of their snout than in the back. And we have more power in the back of our jaws. So we're going to leave that variable the same, where more power is in the front.
I'm sorry. Sorry to have you put through that.
But now the ribs are a different system. Ribs are set up differently than human ribs because we're more flat.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to explain because all my dogs are fat.
Yes. Well,
Simba's really not that bad.
Right.
You can grab the camera and give him the angle. I don't want to hold him until he starts biting me.
See, he's that thick. He's thicker than humans are.
Unless he has that indent in the chest right there.
Right. He has that. He has that thicker.
Now, if a dog were to stand up like a human, it'd look like this, but they struggle with it because their body's not built like that.
See, they have less. They have
that curvature in the spinal cord.
We have a curvature in our spine as well.
Yeah, but it's not as much as like theirs.
Yeah, they don't have actual shoulder blades, so they don't have the muscles up here because we have thicker muscles up here where the shoulder blade and the shoulders are. We have more muscles up there to keep us straightened out. I mean, the straightened out are the back straps, is the hunting term. But this is to keep the lower to mid up and right up here. Just to keep you balanced and keep your back straight, right? You had to bring your fat dog into this, didn't you?
Another thing. Oh my god, dang.
I think,
lay on the table. Don't run! Don't jump! You're too fat! So, I don't know if you guys can really see, but you see how his tail is?
I mean, they'd have that same appendage. They'd have that tailbone going out into the tail.
Yeah.
I mean, now, maybe.
Big fat baby.
That dog's old. He's like 9 years old.
I don't want you on my bed. You stink and you shred.
Shed it.
Shed. I mean, shed.
But yeah, no, so those are the differences. But like I said, how the knees are set up, the knees and shins. Now, they don't have an extra shin like we do. You know how we have two shins, right? And they say shin splints, and that's how shins bend out. They don't have that. They just have the one main shin, and then they have a femur. Now, how they have the knee set up is different, because, like I was saying before, the knees are set up differently, and we'll just divide the two classes to human knees and original knees. New knees and original knees. That's how we display them. That's how we organize them. See? Come on, Quill.
She's scared. Every time I call for her name.
Come on, Quill. Come on.
There we are.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure if you can see her, but hang on. But she has original knees, right? Same with Daisy. She has original knees. Yeah, that's better. Or the new knees, the human knees. So yeah. There will be more videos on this later in the year and in month. We'll also be making another video on something else later today.
Watermelon.
Yes, the watermelon. You'll see what I'm talking about here shortly.
Yeah, you guys will love it. The freaking watermelon's funny.
It's funny until a certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you ready to close this?
Yep. by the way, Cheddar Jack and Rabidude, yep. RD and CJ. See you in the next video. What button am I supposed to